SAFC Fans React. I'm Shaun Middleton, and today, after the 1-0 victory at Cardiff last weekend, the attention turns to Birmingham City versus from the Stadium of Light. Unfortunately, due to work commitments, I didn't get here until the 35th minute. We were getting beat 1-0. But then when I arrived, we equalised through Tri-Humer header to make it 1-1. But Ahmed Diallo with a great pass from Jack Clark. Diallo took on two defenders and put an unbelievable shot in the bottom right-hand corner. A goal which takes Sunderland a 2-1 lead. And it's in the dying seconds, but Dennis Certain got sent off, I think, in the 75th minute. I don't know, I'll have to say about the challenge, but Sunderland are down to 10 men. I'm just praying to God they can hang on, because it's at the moment, there's a cheer there, I don't know what's happening, but it's Sunderland 2, Birmingham City 1, and the result, at the moment, I've looked at the table, Sunderland are 1 point off the playoffs with 4 games left. So with 4 games left, Sunderland could still finish in the top 6. It's been an unbelievable season. What a fantastic finale it would be if Sunderland could get into the playoffs. Could you please like, share and subscribe to our channel? That would be very much appreciated. Stay safe and bye for now. Take care. Thanks very much. Fans React. A nail-biting end, which Sunderland have getting the 3 points, a valuable 3 points, and I think the last time I checked the tables, we were 1 point within the 6th place. Are you dare to dream?
I dare to dream, and I'm hoping we're going to get there. It didn't look likely today, to be honest, because I don't think it was our best performance of the season.
It doesn't matter though.
But it doesn't matter. And I'm especially happy today because I put the special bet on, which was a 2-1 win and Diallo to score at any time. There you go. So hey, I'm a happy bunny. A tenner, so I've got 70 quid coming back.
It's going to get the last game of the season. This is going to be nail biting there. It's exciting there. Going to be exciting because I mean a lot of Sunderland fans didn't expect us to be anywhere near this. Really did that?
No,
I did. I thought I said top 6, but that was with Alex Neil.
It was a bit of a nervy performance today, and there was a few players that weren't on the top of their game today.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think they seem to be nervous at home than not aware that they're a different gravy, aren't we?
I don't know whether it's expectation or whether it's the way the team's set up to play against us at the Stadium of Light, you know. Whereas they're a bit more open in their own grounds, and it creates opportunities for us to get in behind them. But today you saw Birmingham, you know, very much it was 2 lines of 4 in defence and very difficult to get in and break them down. We played really well in the first half, lots of nice football, you know, triangles and passing and stuff, but we still lack the cutting edge. We lack the striker, don't we?
Striker.
So, you know.
Nice lefty side wide. I think this summer's going to be a massive summer from Christian Speakman and Stuart Harvey. Even though they've done a lot of good things.
Listen,
I think they'll be judged if they come at the end of this summer and they haven't got 3 strikers on the books. Then people are saying, why not? You can't just keep on getting away and saying, oh well, there's this, that. You know what I mean? You need to sort it out.
The team's going to go through a period of change in the summer because we've got a lot of players on loan who are going to go back to their home clubs, etc. Diallo and people like that. So we know we're going to get change, but if we can hang on to the really good players that we've got, you know, you know, Patterson in goal and things like that, you know. I mean, I think he's in terms of the championship, I think he's kept more clean sheets than just about anybody else in that league, you know. So
I think he's a decent keeper. I don't get the excitement about him. I think he's all right. I think he's average. I just think he's average. But that's my personal opinion.
But he's very young.
He's very. Oh, you can improve.
He's very young, and let's be honest. From the beginning of the season, he's come on leaps and bounds.
So the goal, it was a brilliant ball by Clark, wasn't it? The long range ball, and the 2 defenders, Diallo touched for the goal.
But Diallo, right? He's a classic case today. It wasn't his best game by any stretch today, was it? He was actually, for Diallo, it was a poor game.
But he's got that, and he's locker.
And that's the thing. While he's on the pitch, he's dangerous. Yes.
Well, we're finishing the top 6. He's been saying it all the time, and I said no. I'm starting to believe a little bit now that we could be going to. There was a chance.
Listen, mate, I'm a Sunderland supporter, right? So I'm ever hopeful.
Yeah.
Right?
Star performer today.
Star performer today. For me, it's got to be Diallo.
Diallo for the goal.
Yeah, just for the goal.
Right, cheers to your time, pal. Have a good night, all right?
Thank you.
Enjoy your drinks.
Cheers.
Take care, buddy. SFC Fans React. I'm with Fen and Bram. Lads, a brilliant victory for Sunderland. Leaves us within a point, I believe. I've not checked the tables in the last 5 minutes, but 1 point off the top 6. That is phenomenal.
Yes.
Phenomenal. What do you make of the game, lads?
Brilliant. My mate, he's from Holland. Bram, he's a Knockbreeder fan. And he follows Knockbreed, obviously. And he's been with 2 or 3 games. And he's a big Sunderland fan now. Is that right?
Yes, very big fan. Yeah, very big fan now.
Big fan?
Yes.
Have you enjoyed your experience of the Stadium of Light?
Yes.
Nice fans?
Life's great.
Nice place?
Yes, nice place.
Nice place.
Yes,
Will you be back?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe
next year.
Yeah, so it's Sunderland your team now?
Yeah.
Well,
for sure.
Yeah. Can we dream of getting back to Wembley? Do you think?
Yeah, I think it's possible. Yeah.
We're in 4 games to go. It's all to play for, isn't it?
That's what I was telling him. 3 times, my mate there. Yeah. If only last Friday, and no disrespect to the lads, but if only last Friday we'd have been there. We'd have been there.
It's what I was looking and see if Muslim babies, but look, we were a chance.
I know.
We were a chance, haven't we? We were a chance.
We're still in there, Mara. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Best moments in the game. What's your best experience of the stadium life from the guy from Holland?
The last goal.
The Diallo.
Yeah.
The beer.
The beer.
Yeah.
Cheers your time, lads, Abby. Cheers. Thank you, mate. Have a good night, Abby. Take care. Derek and Kane are on SHAFC Fans React. Lads, it's a brilliant finish to the game when obviously Diallo's unbelievable goal.
It was.
The sending off, I was a little bit worried.
The ball from Clark as well to set him up. Mowbray all game wanted that ball. Yeah. And that's the first time he hit it, and it was just superb.
It was.
He's got a big miss when he goes like.
Right, and I've just another thing. The red card. Yeah. Was it a red card? I was at the other end of the ground.
I think it was coming. I think the guy had Cirque in all game. He was pacey and.
I missed the first 35 minutes due to work, so I missed the boot. He got boot on the 16th minute, didn't he?
He got early doors, and then every time he was down, and Cirque kept grabbing him.
He looked a good player, him, didn't he? Yeah. But anyway, look, he got sent up, but was seeing the game out. That shows that this young side has got balls of steel.
Exactly that. I mean, the determination of the boys as well. You know, to dig in that deep, especially when you go down to 10 men with about 10 minutes left to play. You know, and to make the subs, change the formation as well. Really well done today, lads.
These guys come from Essex as well, yeah?
Yep.
Essex.
Up for the weekend.
Drove all the way from Essex for the weekend, yeah?
Yeah, first time since COVID, so it's been brilliant.
Brilliant. That's dedication for you. Southern fans from Essex. I've only a few lads from down there, but brilliant. I think it was a brilliant game. It was a little nervy. I mean,
it wasn't the best game. It wasn't the best game, but
it's 3 points. It's 3 points.
And this team, I just love watching this team at the moment. It's got my passion back after, the rubbish we had in League One. Yeah, I was going to swear that, but
it's fine.
They're just playing with so much passion, and the passing. I've never seen passing like that in all the years. It's a long time since I've seen anything like that. Even in the Reedy years, it was a different game.
There's something special about this team compared to, like, even when the young guys, you go down, but they seem to have the fight in them and come back in the games.
Yeah. And seeing at the end there when they finished it, they all look happy. They're cheering each other, and it just seems to be a happier place at the moment.
Yeah, it is. I mean, 4 games to go. It's going to be a nail-biting end of the season.
Yeah, but just 1 point off Plath.
1 point. I'll check the tables. 1 point on the pit. And we'll go Huddersfield Tuesday. We're going to have to win that game, and then it's going to be 3 games.
Yeah.
It's 3 cup finals, really.
Yeah. It is. You never know.
It's all to play for, though.
Every game right now is going to be a cup final. We just got to focus on ourselves, get 3 points in every game that we can, and go from there.
Yeah.
That's all we got to do.
Can we do it? Are you doing it at Wembley?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, go for it. Come on.
We went up last year via Wembley. Why not this year?
Double back-to-back promotions. That'll be someone else.
We had back-to-back relegation. Why not a back-to-back promotion?
Without a strike as well.
Oh yeah, that'd certainly be something.
Right, cheers for your time, lads. Okay. Safe travels back home, Murray. Cheers. Take care. Sunderland 2, Birmingham 1. Dave Puncheon, brilliant result for Sunderland.
Excellent, unbelievable. Deserved to win, like they were the best team by a mile, but made things as hard for ourselves as usual.
We always do at home for some reason. Why do you think that is, Dave? Why do you think we're different from at home than we are?
Well, obviously because teams there bang in, and so we've got scores like the perfect goal, really.
Aye.
I mean, we play some brilliant football at times, but obviously it's like without a striker. It's a lot easier away from home.
Because obviously away home teams, they go for more than it leaves.
If you look at our away record since Stuart's been out, we've been playing without a striker. Our away record's absolutely brilliant.
I think we're the 5th best team in the league away from home. That tells you something, doesn't it?
But like I say, we very deserve the win today.
What you talked to the Diallo goal? It was a good ball from Clark, wasn't it, from the far side?
It's just quality. I mean, the only way we'll have him next year is if we do go through the playoffs.
He's going to play in the Premier League team, and
he's going to play in the Premier League next year without a doubt.
Obviously the sending off. I didn't say the first book because I didn't get it the 35 minutes. But was it? Do you think that was?
I can't remember the first book, to be honest, Sean. But the second one, he body checked and was.
So it was a yellow card. So it should have been. Look at we've won the game of singing it out. The young guys have showed a lot of determination to say that game out when sometimes they haven't seen game management haven't seen games.
The good thing today was we've got like must wins, and that was the first one we've done it.
Yeah, 4 games to go. Come on, top 6. Are you dreaming of another Wembley?
Well, fingers crossed. You never know. I mean, that Good Friday. Hopefully, it's not going to come back to haunt us.
Oh, another 4-4. I'm up myself. Like, start performer, Dave, this afternoon.
Right, Diallo.
Gonna be Diallo.
Aye.
So well, we're finished, Dave. Coming, mate. Where's Sunderland going to finish in the table?
I think everything hinges on Tuesday.
The Huddersfield game.
I think if we win that,
game,
I think we can scrape the playoffs.
Scrape the playoffs. It's West Brom away, Preston away, and then Watford at home, innit?
Yes, aye.
That's the 3 games. Winnable games, but we're sitting better against a better size, don't we?
Well, luckily West Brom's on. We always seem to do well on Sky these days. It makes a change. So.
Right, cheers for your time, Dave.
Aye, thanks a lot. Can I just say it's International Fans Day?
Yeah.
So I've had Peroni and Madri.
Michael Bowers is back on SFC Fans React. My brother from another mother, Michael Bowers.
Let's get the soppy shit out of the way.
No, Michael, look, we are 1 point outside the playoffs. Are you down to dream? Can we finish in the top 6? It'll be something else, wouldn't it? It'll be something else.
ITHCIS. It's the hope I can't stand.
You sent us that other day. What does he mean there? Well, you've just told us.
Did you not know what that meant?
No, I didn't know.
No,
I wasn't ignoring
I didn't until recently. No,
Come on, Michael. You know.
Right. Yes, right. I'm good. Lee's interview might be re-edited to be after mine, but his ears was recorded before mine. He made a good point. We need to keep our feet on the ground, right? Because for me, I'm waiting until after Tuesday first to see whether I think it really could happen or not. I think it can, obviously. I think the best way to put it is, can it happen? Yes. Will it? I'm waiting until after Tuesday because I said after Cardiff.
Yeah.
The next 2 games have to be 6 points.
Aye.
We've got 3 of them. Now let's see if we can get another 3
I was confident in something said about Warnock. I think Warnock's turned it around a little bit, hasn't he? He's a good. By the way, good veteran.
I'm going to come. Big up my own trumpet here. I said in the national break, Warnock would keep Huddersfield up. And the job he's done, this one, it's a tough. I'll get Tuesday out of the way quickly because it's a very tough game. Because if you look at Watford's last few results, yes, they lost against Swansea 1-0 today, I think, or Saturday, whatever you're watching this. But they beat Watford away, which is no easy game. Drew with Norwich. They won away at Millwall. That's a very good win now because not many
Millwall's a good side.
Not many teams go to Millwall and win. And then I think they beat Middlesbrough. That's another very good win. Who were going for top 2 at the time. And then they drew again. I can't remember who else. They drew against Huddersfield. Against Blackburn. Sorry. So it's
going to be a hard game, isn't it?
It's going to be a harder game than people might make. But I think the players are capable of beating Huddersfield.
Michael, there's no doubt. On our day, even on our day, and their day at the best, Sunderland win the game. But it's just at home. I'm a little bit sometimes nervous at home.
It's funny how it's the other way around. People usually more confident at home. It's it's away from home.
The last 4 games are away, I'd say
just remember, after Tuesday, 2 of our last 3 away from home, so we've got every chance. Joe, you're right though. Me and Dave, and I'm going to try and get Paul to this. Keep badgering this lad to go to Preston. We need to get him to Preston on Monday, the 8th of May. We need to get him there.
It's about work.
If any of Sean's employees are watching, I'm asking you, give this lad off. Get him off work.
I'll be better thinking next season with the games because I'm planning around more like a Tuesday. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get here because I'm on night shift.
Well, you said you're not able to come on Tuesday. This coming, are you?
I'll still try. But to
be fair though, Sean was very keen to point out that because when before the game started, I said, if you're coming to be late, don't come in the stadium because whenever you're not in the ground, we score goals. And when literally as I came out the ground, you said, it is not my fault we conceded. I came in when we were 1-0 down.
When I come in the 35th minute, we were getting beat. Then we scored when I was in the ground, and then we scored.
So basically, you're saying it's because you came into the stadium, we scored.
When I'm in the ground, we score goals. When I leave the ground.
Stop picking yourself up, lad. Stop picking yourself up.
Anyway, on the game, Michael.
But yeah, look, right. You're right. We weren't that great today, but I still felt in the first. If you look at the first half, the goal was a silly one that we gave away. Pritchard apparently, I can't remember what happened exactly, but apparently Pritchard gave the ball away, and I think it was Chong who was one of their best threats actually from the winger, and he got down the byline. I think he cut inside, had a shot. No, sorry, he didn't have a shot. He passed it to, I can't remember who scored for Birmingham, but whoever it was had an empty tap in basically. Right. So it wasn't a great goal to give away, but the equal
could have prevented this.
Probably I say it. Well, I always say that about every goal. Maybe take that with a pinch of salt.
I do as well.
You've hung out with me too much. That's a problem. But what I will say is, the timing of the timing of the equaliser was absolutely massive.
It was just before half time
because the team talk from John Eustace changes when they're 1-0 up to 1-1.
Absolutely, good point.
And although they had efforts where there were efforts like hopeful ones, I thought for the most part Birmingham looked like they came up here and sat for a point. And
I felt like, to be fair, one of the things I will credit Mowbray with is, I think Lee pointed out during the game, was when we took a couple of players off and Roberts went more central. And once he did that, we started to create some very good opportunities.
Well, the chance where he done the 1-2 with
beats the offside trap, and then
Diallo puts him in.
Yeah, exactly. All he's got to do is just hit the target.
And it's a goal. I thought he's going to try and think they just tatted around the keeper.
And for all I can remember, John Ruddy was flailing around all over the place. So, but thankfully in the end it didn't cost us. I mean, Amad Diallo, I mean, what a boy that is. All I'm going to say is I'm going to miss his combinations with Patrick Roberts next season because those two have been a joy to watch this year. Yeah, the interlink passing, they've just got the perfect understanding.
There's an excellent gel between them.
There is.
There's a chemistry.
So Man United,
goes me and you, Michael.
Man United, if you're watching, he's a terrible player. It's not worth your time. Just go and send him to us for 500k. It's fine. Obviously, look, he's not going to be, unless we get promoted somehow, we're not going to be here. He's not going to be here next year. Why would Man United send him to the Championship for another year?
He's going to get loaned in the Premier League.
You would think so. It's Exactly, Championship's treading water for Amad Diallo. So unfortunately, I'd love him to be here next year, but it's very unlikely unless we somehow finish the playoffs and get promoted.
The last 2 games, Michael, we need to try and get big crowds in. I mean, it was 39,000. It's still a decent crowd.
It is. It is.
I'd like to see.
I know what you mean.
It's gone midweek game.
Come on, if by Watford was still pushing mathematically for the playoffs, then get yourself into the stadium.
The last game, the Watford's the last home game, and then Preston's the last game.
Well, you never know. Maybe it might be a playoff home leg.
No, but I'm saying,
I know in the regular season it's the last game. Yeah, exactly. But look, I'm still waiting until I agree with what Lee said. We need to keep our feet on the ground. I'm still waiting until if we win on Tuesday, and it's a big if, I'll start to really believe. Mathematically, I believe we can do it.
Because our goal difference is a lot better than the other teams around us. Blackburn's.
Norwich getting hammered was good for us, actually.
It was brilliant.
Yeah. And you got to remember as well, in fact, hang on, let me see if I can get the picture because I'll read this out. And I think people will be interested to see this. But basically, I think I sent it to you actually. It goes through every single one of the team's fixtures to the end of the season, all key ones. Right, Millwall and Preston play each other today, but Millwall have got Blackburn to play in their last couple of games. Blackburn, here. Blackburn play Hull later on at the time of recording, but by the time this is up, they might have beaten Hull, to be fair. But their last 4 games are Preston, Burnley, Luton, and Millwall.
Who's got them?
Blackburn. That's their
Jesus,
that's their last 4 games.
That is a tough one in that.
Preston. In Preston's last 4 games, I think it is, they've got to play Blackburn, Sheffield United and Sunderland. Norwich, obviously I've travelled to Borough. I think Norwich's last 4, I think they're QPR away, Swansea at home, and then I think it's West Brom away and Blackpool at home.
Who's Coventry got? I think this
Coventry's, I can't remember exactly what Coventry's last every single game Coventry's got. However, I think they've got Birmingham at home actually, so that should be a win if you look at it. But Coventry have got Blackburn and Middlesbrough to play in 2 of their last 4.
That's interesting, the running for the teams
and
around.
As soon as I saw that, I thought, oh no, my hopes are going to get up again. I don't like. But what you said to David, I think before is right, where even if we don't make the playoffs, we've had a great year.
It's not
a great season.
But you will get people on Twitter who will say, it's a joke. But
yeah, exactly.
I'm ungrateful. I'm ungrateful, Mike. But look at it. You think of the bigger picture, and I think it's been brilliant.
Right, look at it this way, right? Everyone knows my thoughts on Alex Neil, so I won't bore people with that. But we had him leaving, which could have derailed us.
Yeah.
We had Ross Stewart out for 3 months. He comes back for 12 games. Yeah, he comes back for 12 games, and he's out injured for the rest of the season.
As well.
Embleton now for more than half a season. Evans out for half a season. Ballard's been out for 3 months. Luke O'Nine's been out for a period of time. Ken Cirkin's been out for a couple of months. Elise, there's another one. Ellis Sims was out injured for a couple of months of his loan spell, then gets recalled.
Yeah.
So when you consider everything that's conspired against us to be where we are, it's phenomenal.
It's phenomenal.
Absolutely.
It is.
And even if we finish,
me and Michael Bowers are ungrateful at times, aren't we, Mike? Let's be honest.
Of course we are. Look, to be fair, in the grand scheme of things, competing for Europe in the Premier League is where I think Sunderland should be.
Well, that's
I'm not being funny. Brighton and Brentford can do it in the Prem, then we can. But in the grand scheme of things, this season, in the grand scheme of things, we've come up after 4 years in League One, and I said it all the time. Ask Wigan and Rotherham, who came up with us, would they take our position right now?
Well, exactly. And we said, before Bob was kicked, we said, Sunderland, Wigan and Rotherham will finish at the higher.
Said we would do the best
by a mile.
By an absolute distance.
Didn't we?
Yeah,
we said by a mile.
Rotherham, to be fair, have given themselves a good chance of staying up, so fair play to them.
Yeah,
hopefully they do it.
Up the do, to be fair.
Wigan, I think they lost at Blackpool. Did the Wigan lose at Blackpool? I think they did.
I think they're down anyway, Michael. They're going to get.
I mean, they probably would, to be fair. I mean, so it's.
But I hope they are right financially and things like that.
I mean, one of the main things is Charlie Wycote. Blackpool won. What was it? 1-0. Right, yeah. So that's a damaging loss for Wigan. But the point is, we've done the best by a mile. And I know that some Wigan and Rotherham fans might say we've had the money to spend on Jack Clark and Dan Ballard. But if you take them two aside, have we really splashed all that much?
No, not really. I mean, that's what I'm saying. But somebody sent Twitter that we're one of the highest spenders in the division.
And funny, you get people saying we don't spend money, which is to be fair, right? I mean, look, you're right when you said. The last thing I'll say is, do not keep the viewers bored of watching me waffle for too long.
People love you, Michael.
Well, fingers crossed, hopefully. Oh, by the way, good International Fans Day. I forgot to mention that.
And I worked and missed it.
The last time we had one, I think, was Ipswich at home.
Fans Museum done a brilliant one last night with the report guys. I couldn't get there, like see the band and things like that. But
part-time plastic fan. Sean's one of the most passionate fans in the fan base.
It was a great night. So well done, the report
and
the Fans Museum.
We went there before today. It was good. But the point is, like, you're right in what you say, though, with Christian Speakman and Stuart Harvey, and it depends on the budget they get given from KLD. This summer's going to be massive to display their ambitions for next season.
You've got to get it. So I'm saying this is their. Would you say this is their biggest summer, Stuart Harvey and Christian Speakman? Yeah. As we've been we've praised them a lot of them.
And rightly so, by the way. I think more of the work they've done is more of the work that's I like that. There's more of the work that's been done has been good than bad.
Oi, oi.
More of the work. Enjoy it on a Saturday afternoon. Inject it. But to inject it, why not? It's International Fans Day. But point is right. One thing I will say, she's off her head. Fair play to her, though. It's what you like to see. The one thing I will say, right, the praise that we've given Speakman and Harvey is good. But the striker thing has got to be resolved.
It's irritated me.
And if they do not get this resolved properly by the end of the next window, the stick they get is 100% justified.
And you kind of keep on making mistakes after mistake. No. You've got to look at it and see.
We can't keep coming out with the rubbish like Diako's a good third striker. Speakman, I'm not being funny, mate. He couldn't get a game in League One, let alone the Championship. So come on.
If there's 2 weeks left of the window and we've only got one striker in the books, I'll be starting.
Unless they get two very good players, then yeah. I mean, like I said to we make CJ earlier, right? Liverpool apparently are looking to send Fabio Carvalho. Now, if that's true, we should be all over that. Over that.
Definitely.
Whether we get him or not, probably not. He might get Premier League loans, but why not?
Michael Bowers, always a pleasure.
Likewise. Get yourself
keep the faith, Michael. Keep the faith. Come on. React to Dave, the regular Dave, and see with a smile on your face you're happy with that result. 1 point of the place with 4 games to go. It's going to be a nail-biting finish for all the Sunderland fans out there.
It is. I'm going to put a downer on it, Sean, because I think you're absolutely right to say I'm delighted with the result, but what performances are shabby. Having said that,
does it matter though?
At this time of the season, no, it doesn't. It's about
getting results business.
It's a results business, especially now, business end, and we've played a lot worse than that, and not get
that's what I'm saying. We've played unbelievably well in games and we're getting nothing out of them.
Exactly.
It's about, in football, for me, it's about winning matches, irrespective of how you play.
It is.
We weren't very good today, but we won the game, and that's what you've got to...
We won the game. A couple of moments of where the fact that we kept going, we always keep going, and we kept going, and we were well into stoppage time in the first half, and we got the equaliser, and then a moment of magic again.
This is what I'm saying. It's these young guys. I mean, I wouldn't say I've criticised them, but I think lack of experience sometimes in games where we haven't seen games out.
Yeah.
You've got to give them massive respect today. We went 1-0 down, and the fans was on the back. I come in and they were kicking off the fans. I come in 35 minutes, and they weren't happy. There was missiles thrown down as well again from the fans. Then he hit a disabled person. Again. That's the club though, they're keeping the fans up there, which I think is absolutely ludicrous, keeping the fans up there. Because if somebody really gets seriously hurt or even killed, it beggars belief, doesn't it?
It's not impossible either, but let's hope that doesn't
happen. Yeah, I don't like to speak about things.
No.
But they're leaving themselves wide open. What are they going to do? Move the fans when something tragically happens?
Well, that's what a lot of people around me were saying, Sean. They're going to saying
I don't understand that.
Something will happen, and then they'll have to do something, or somebody will sue them. Oh, God knows what.
But let's move away from that, because I've spoken about that a lot. But under the game, we equalised through Tri-Hume. It was a good header. I think it was a flick on to him.
It seemed to bobble about a lot on the heads. And
Tri-Hume was there. He nodded at it. Right time.
And then, as I say, that was right up just before he called half time.
Yeah.
And then we haven't been great, but we always look dangerous going forward, and we always look a danger to ourselves in midfield and at the back.
Yeah.
But that said, 61 points at this stage in the season.
It's absolutely
the problems
phenomenal,
we've had is a phenomenal season, and all these people gone around saying, "Oh, it's rubbish" and all this.
I don't understand that.
Neither do
I was optimistic, and even if we didn't finish in the top 6, I wouldn't be saying, "Oh, it's been," because these lads out there, some of the football I've played this season has been absolutely sublime.
Absolutely.
The football has been brilliant.
It was Clark did next to out today compared to what he can be like, and then he puts a ball in like that.
To Diallo,
because that's just, the mark of quality.
Diallo's the way he brought it down. He had 2 defenders on him, and he just a little bit of skill. I have to say about, but he just done this little check, and he got away, and then he got away from the defender. And I went, he's going to score, and there was just a finished bottom corner. I was just unbelievable.
And he's twice done that at the end of the season.
That top one eye, Sky, and the top eye.
But Yeah, I mean, hopefully.
Will you cry when he leaves?
I'd never cry when anybody leaves, Sean.
We're going to cry if Diallo leaves, I will.
Well, he's going to leave, isn't he? I mean, one way or the other.
Unless we get back to the Premier League and they'll loan us out for the season.
We can't expect much else, really. But and I mean, you know, you get to the playoffs. If we got to the playoffs, you've got a semi-final to play first. You know, two-legged before you get to Wembley. Right? But there's a long, long way to go. But having said that, we've got to be happy with what we've got.
Are we hitting form at the right time, Dave? Business end of the season, 4 games to go. Looks like we're grinding results out. And now excluding the 4-4 with Hull City, but are we coming into form? Like, not so much form, but we're seeing games out today. I wouldn't say out earlier in the season.
I think what you've said there is
right.
I wouldn't say we're hitting form because I don't think we're playing well, but we are grinding results out. You know, and that's something. Yeah. You know, we've come back from adversity. We were awful against Stoke and we came back and did well. We gave a last minute goal, we went back and got a win. Yep. So we don't give in, we grind it out and we'll have a go and anything's possible.
Yeah. Do you wish the last 4 games were away from home? A lot of people have said that.
Yeah. But,
2 home, 2 away. We've got to get 12 points.
You know, again, it's going to be the same against Huddersfield. It's going to be the same against Watford. Land of the Giants, massive players, and that, you know. But we'll be all right.
But Dave, I've got to send a message out to the Sunderland fans that are watching. If we don't finish in the top 6, it's not the end of the world.
It's not. It's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world.
But the summer has to be good, as we've said before. Yeah. We'll have to get it right. We'll have to, you know, if we lose players, then it's possible. Yeah. If we lose players, we've got to replace well. We've got to do everything right.
I've said this before. I think Stuart Harvey, right, and Chris Spickman, I think this is the biggest summer of their whole tenure at Sunderland.
So
I think this is the biggest one. I think they've done loads of good things. Yeah.
They have,
But a couple of things where the fans have had little niggles at them, maybe not so much. They can say, oh well, there's this and that, and it comes down to money.
Yeah.
Not having one strike on the books. That's their fault.
No, it is. It's poor.
And I think this summer is huge.
Yeah.
Regardless of what division we're in.
Fully agree. Fully agree.
But you're optimistic, Dave.
Well, I'm hopeful. Yeah. Always
Well, we're going to finish, Dave. I'm putting you on the spot.
I think it'll be 7th or 8th.
But
given that the start of the season, I stood here with you and said 10th to 14th. You know.
Now you're saying 7th, 8th. So you're trimming it down a bit.
Never get carried away.
I still think 7 or 8, but look, it's irrespective. It'd be great if we're finishing 6th.
But if we win on Tuesday night, then it's game on.
Game on.
Definitely.
And them young players are hungry.
Yeah. So you by the sound of it, sure. Yeah, we all should.
Thanks very much, Steve. I'll try and get here Tuesday, but I'm at work. Dalton and Kieran are on SSA Fans React, lads. A nail-biting end, I was outside, but Sunderland seeing it out with getting the 3 points. We're 1 point off the top 6.
Oh, it was incredible. We pushed it. We finally got there. We deserve the 3 points.
I mean, you've got to give the lads credit. I mean, there's some games this season where we've folded and we've conceded late goals, and I was thinking, I'm leaving on the 82 minutes. I'm going, I hope this doesn't happen again today, because this is like nail-biting stuff. There's 4 games to go now. We need to win every game, I think.
No, I think we're getting better and better. It's first year back in the Championship. We deserve what we got.
Yeah.
But I think we could get the playoffs. I really do.
You're believing?
Yeah.
You're believing?
I believe Big Tony.
You believe in Big Tony?
Aye, I really do. Yeah. He's definitely going up.
Like he said, Tony Mowbray is a man. First off, bit cheeky, got the goal back through Tryhume. Setting our first 15 minutes, Birmingham looked all over us, didn't look in position, and then man the match. Amad Diallo comes up again. How are the lads?
Diallo's goal was, oh God, the pass from Clark and then the bring down Diallo, 2 defenders, skinned them and bang, bottom corner. What were you like when the goal went in?
Well,
diving all over?
Aye, you got to be.
Limbs?
It's just one of the best players I've had this season.
I think he's one of the best loan players I've ever signed.
Hopefully
that's a big statement.
Hopefully next season we'll keep him again for another year. But
do you think that's going to be hard? I mean, I'm looking at this and thinking, I think Man United might want to loan him out to another Premier League team. I think.
I can see it happening that Man United want to loan him out again. But is he going to risk it to go to another Premier League club where he might feel when he could come back here and succeed again?
We could be a Premier League club, though. We're saying this about we could be a Premier League. You never know. Imagine.
Yeah, it could be, but
it's going to be hard.
You never know what's football in the day.
Aye.
Which got to be in there, don't we?
It was a bit of a nerve-wracking game today. The lads didn't seem. I missed the first 35, but it seemed like we're a little bit on edge. I mean,
a little bit cheeky first half, and then when.
Why do you think that is? At home, it was sometimes like that.
Home, it's not the best.
Why is that? Why do you think it is?
Pressure.
Pressure with the fans, 40,000 behind them,
And then setting our first 15, we didn't look in a place like Birmingham had us all over.
Yeah.
And then,
But do you think that's what I mean? Our away form was 5th best in the division. I have to look back, but I mean that tells you, doesn't it? If we're 5th best away, but our home's at one of the worst at home.
well, I seen a stat yesterday while watching the Millsborough game. We're 4th top goal, most goals, 4th, 58.
Yeah.
Scored now 60.
Aye.
We're scoring goals, but defensively,
But defensively away will look solid away.
Exactly, it's
But
just
then at home it's
I think we definitely need a striker. Hopefully, 2 or 3 strikers in the next window. Because
Danny Buff, what a player!
Oh, he's brilliant.
What
Isn't
a player!
He's a brilliant player. I mean, excellent signing. Experience, solid.
Joe Anderson looked good when he came on.
Who?
Joe Anderson.
Joe Anderson.
The
You think he did well?
Done well. Excellent insert and got sent off.
Well, as I'm saying, the sending off as well. I mean,
yep.
He got booked on the 16th minute. I didn't say that, but
yeah, it was
a
definitely,
second yellow,
it was
wasn't
definitely a sending off. But my best player this season has got to be Michu.
Michu?
Yeah, he's unbelievable.
You think?
Yeah.
I think we need to get him on a permanent.
Hopefully, we'll definitely keep him another season if we can. Hopefully, KLD put his money in his pocket.
Well, there's a 2.5 million clause that we can pay that and get him.
Well, in my eyes,
would you pay it?
In my eyes, yeah, I would definitely pay it.
It's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. End of the day, you've got to be paying people that
I'd pay it, but I'd pay it personally. But it's up to Kirill, and Kirill needs to make the right choice by signing him.
Do you like the song, the Edouard Michaud song? Do you like the song?
It's tremendous.
It's the best song we've had for a long time. Well, it's all Phil Barnsley song, isn't it?
Aye, well,
so. But it's tremendous. Hopefully, go on games Tuesday. Another 3 points in the bag.
Top 6 is on.
So you think it's definitely on? So,
yeah,
look, I'm going to put you on the spot here, and you'll probably sling it back, but you'll watch this later on. But where will Sunderland finish come the end of the season against Preston? Well, at the end of that game on 90 minutes, where will Sunderland be in the league?
In my eyes, I would definitely see a 5th, yeah.
Fifth.
And I'll be happy with 5th.
But
in my eyes,
I'll be absolutely ecstatic with that. We're considering all things considered.
We're definitely going to Wembley again.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Trafalgar Square?
Yeah, we're going to take over. The Mags couldn't do it, but we can. Because we're in a white army in the day.
If we don't get playoffs, so I will be crying down Preston, waving goodbye to Ahmed Diallo. What a player.
Yes, he's been brilliant. Enjoying last 4 games. Let's just hope he's got a few more tricks in his sleeve, yeah? Hey, cheers, lads, all right? Have a good night, all right? Take care, buddy, all right? Take care, lads, all right? Adam and Luke on SHAUN Fans React. Lads, a brilliant victory. Not a brilliant display, but Sunderland is singing out. 2-1 victory. 1 point off the playoffs with 4 to go. How's the nerves?
Well, it's something we didn't expect, isn't it, really?
Wasn't expected, was it, by a lot of fans, but...
To be honest, do you think we deserve to win today?
We didn't probably deserve to win the game, but I couldn't give a SHIT shite.
Anyway, meet the Millwall supporter who's now an adopted Sunderland fan.
I'm an adopted Mackham.
You're adopted Mackham now, a Millwall fan, now an adopted Mackham.
Yeah, good result for both of us today. 2-0 Millwall, but
Millwall's
most important result today was the Sunderland result.
Millwall's doing really well, aren't they?
Well, 4 games without a goal. We needed a big win today.
Aye, but he's a 5th. He's right in the mix, like. I wouldn't fancy playing Millwall at Wembley. Oh God, the fans.
I think we one of the informed teams, though. To be fair,
we are.
When we're coming into the playoffs,
we seem to be hitting see a form. I don't see hitting results at the right time. Apart from the
problem we've got is the old one where we've got no striker. I mean, that's been the same all season.
Well, it is, isn't it? It is, and that's a problem where you create a lot of chances, but there's nobody to hoof the ball to.
In Millwall, do what they do well. We do what we do well. So let's see how it goes, but. If we just keep winning, I mean, if we win on Tuesday night, how do things look
even
then?
the most negative fan will stop believing. If we win Tuesday against Huddersfield, there'll be 3 games to go. I think a lot of your fans will be starting to believe.
I'm your stereotypical happy clapper, like, definitely.
Oh, well, at least you're being honest there. But
Huddersfield have gone on a bit of a run, but I think it's 0-0 today, so. Good chance on Tuesday, I think.
Yeah,
against Huddersfield.
It's going to be a hard game. We'll see
how it goes, but just got to keep winning, haven't we? Really?
For me, what do you think? I mean, with 4 games left, I think we've got to win all 4. Well, somebody said 3 wins.
No, I think if we draw one, we'll be all right.
And 3 wins.
Yeah,
you think that'll see us?
I think a defeat will do us over, though. I think
one defeat. One defeat.
One defeat.
One defeat will do us over.
Yeah.
What was if you could sum that game up in one word, what would it be?
Surprising.
Surprising.
Another word.
Star performer. Star performer for Sunderland.
When they went 1-0
Ahmad, who's been off the boil, to be fair, but he's back. He's back.
I thought when they went 1-0 down, I thought, here we go. But the boys bounced back. Good result.
Yeah. Would you like to see a Millwall and Sunderland playoff game at Wembley?
Because they'd already take 20,000, we would come at the top.
I want to say Millwall and Sunderland in the playoffs. I think Millwall will get it. I really hope.
But Millwall. No, let's just be. I think if Millwall got to Wembley, it's a close. It's only. I mean, on the train. How many fans would Millwall take to Wembley if they've got to Wembley? How many do you think? Honestly, honest opinion.
30,000 plus.
30,000
plus.
Yeah. So we would take the rest.
Would have all the day trippers.
What's the rest? 60.
But I want to say I really hope Sunderland get in the top six.
That's nice word.
Away the lads.
Nice. Away the lads. There you go.
Yeah. Thanks. I guess that's it.
Well, no, quickly, lads. Quickly before you go, where we're gonna finish? I'm putting you on the spot. Where we're finish? You're seeing 6.
Yeah. 6.
6. Oh yeah. Right. Millwall. Right. Cheers, lads. Have a good night, all right. Take care, lads. Mario and Ed are on SFC Fans React. Lads, a nail biting end, but Sunderland have delivered when it matters. They are 1 point off the playoffs with 4 games to go.
Well, I think they'll get in the playoffs, but you never know. With Sunderland, they get beat, they lose, get beat, lose.
Do you think we're being inconsistent? Is that what you're trying to say?
Aye.
But we're seeing the game out today though, and sometimes at home we're a little bit nervy at home, aren't we, when we've managed to see the game out.
Yeah,
you've got to give them credit for that, haven't you?
Uh-huh.
What do you think, mate?
Well, I think we're done great today.
Yeah.
Like get 3 points in the bag.
Yeah.
And move on to the next game.
Move on to the next game. Who do you think played well today for Sunderland?
I think Jack Clark and Amad Diallo.
Jack Clark and Amad Diallo?
Yeah.
His goal was sublime, wasn't it?
Yeah, the red card put me off.
Yeah, do you not know it was a red card?
No.
A lot of people around me didn't know it because I missed the first 35 minutes. I mean, at work. And Sirkin got a yellow card in the first half.
Yeah.
So that was a second yellow, so that was the red.
Uh-huh.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
Did you didn't say the first bookable offence?
No.
Well, I didn't either. I missed the first 35 minutes. But, I mean, I don't know. I'll have to see it back. But it looked like he just went into him. That's me with my sunglasses on after watch it back.
Yeah.
But 2 yellows, he's got to go, hasn't he, really? But, so what was your favourite moments in the game?
My favourite was when
Jermaine 4 came out.
Who?
Jermaine 4.
We just got a picture of Jermaine Defoe.
Oh, it was just Jermaine Defoe being in this team. Has he? Oh, right. I didn't know he was here today. I wonder why Jermaine. Oh, I missed the start of the game. So Jermaine Defoe was on
the pitch.
Right. That was your favourite moment of the game. Are you big fans of Jermaine Defoe?
Yeah, we are.
Would you like to see him come back as manager one day?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think he'd be a good manager?
50-50.
He's been a good player, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Even though his second stint wasn't great at Sunderland, but
the best goal here was against Newcastle.
That goal was unreal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So anyway, there's 4 games to go now. Where you're just outside the playoffs.
Yeah.
Where do you think we'll finish come the end of the season?
I think we'll finish 8th.
You think 8th?
I think we'll finish 6th.
You think 6th? And then, what do you think we'll do in the playoffs? You think we'll win the playoffs? Are you not sure? Are you face?
I think it's. I think it'll be. I think another season here, and then probably next year.
And go for it next season.
Yeah.
You see, this season's been a good season still, hasn't it? But go for it more next season. You're not bothered if we don't finish it. If we don't finish in the playoffs.
No.
Who's been your player of the season, lads?
Player of the season, Jack Clark.
Jack Clark.
Jack Clark.
So he's big Jack, and he's got to stay, hasn't he?
Yeah.
The fans love him here. Right, cheers to your time, man. Anyway, all right.
Thank you.
Cheers to your time, man. SFC Fans React, lads. What's your name first of all?
Harrison. Josh.
Noah.
Right, lads. Are you starting to dream that something finish in the top 6? First of all, you.
Yeah.
You were dreaming. Yeah. You're dreaming of another Wembley appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think we can do it?
Yeah. Aye. We definitely can because Sunderland on top.
I think we'll probably get 6th. I hope
6th. Well, 6th is the playoffs.
Yeah,
that'll be good enough.
Yeah.
And Dave, my cameraman, good friend there, he's been saying for ages we'll finish in the top 6, and I've been saying not a chance. And now I'm starting to believe now. I mean, even at home we're not playing great. We didn't play great today, let's be honest. No. But we're seeing the game out, didn't we?
Yeah.
Why do you think? How do we see the game out?
By working hard.
By working hard. Good answer. Was by working hard and determination, wasn't it?
Yeah, obviously.
Who's ringing you? Is that your man ringing you? Oh, your dad's ringing you.
Aye.
Answer it and tell me on the air. SFC fancy out. No, but look at Diallo's goal was something else, wasn't it?
Oh, aye.
It was.
It was brilliant. We played well in the second half. Better definitely in the first, but
He's got that bit of quality, hasn't he? He's going to miss him.
I think so. But hopefully he might come back for another season. You never know.
He might.
We'll see what
And people say he could go to a Premier League team next year. We could be a Premier League team next year. You never know.
Exactly. Yeah.
You never know, do you? We've got to stay optimistic, haven't we? But look at, there's his dad. Answer the phone. See you on Fans React.
Dad, I'm having an interview, man. We'll bring you back. We'll bring you back.
He's on Fans React. Anyway, look, there's 4 games left. We've got Huddersfield on Tuesday, and then we've got
Listen, aren't I having an interview?
Yes, it's SFC Fans React. I'm interviewing your son. Well, he said that you said it was okay to come on. He's put the phone down, I think. Oh well, that was great. But look, lads, 4 games left, right? Yeah. Do you think we need to win all 4?
I think at least 3 out of 4.
3 out of 4.
At least 3, yeah.
You think we win 3, and you think that'll be enough?
Yeah, just enough.
Yeah,
You think 9 points will be enough to get in the top 6?
Easy, with all day.
All day. I think we have to.
Maybe a draw on the last game.
Best club in the world.
I think we're going to have to win all 4. If I'm honest, I really do. I think it's that tight.
Well, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah. What do you think of Tony Mowbray anyway? Quickly, Tony Mowbray.
I think I like him.
Done a cracking job, hasn't he?
Yeah, so far.
And I've been seeing this bit down
I mean, sometimes I feel like sack him, but
yeah, sometimes.
I would have preferred Alex Neil.
Ah, no, Alex Neil was a cracking manager, wasn't he? Let's be honest.
Yeah,
I think if we had Alex Neil this season, I think we would be in challenge for the top 2. That's just me. That's just me.
Definitely.
I think it's also Stuart because we don't have an out-and-out striker.
Anyway, lads, quickly, I'll let you say play of the season. With 4 games left.
I'd say Jack Clark.
Jack Clark. A lot of people say.
I'll say Russ. No, I'd say Pritchard.
Pritchard? Different.
Oh, okay.
What would you say, Paul?
I don't know. I'll probably see either Ballard or Clark because they both had an unreal season.
Clark. A lot of people said Jack Clark. You could.
I take it back. I'd say Pat Roberts.
Pat Roberts, he's a good one as well.
Yeah.
Right, cheers, lads. High five. Cheers. Have a good night, lads. All right, take care. Watch yourself. SSA Fans React. I'm with Seb and Finn. Lads, are you starting to believe now that Sunderland could hit the top 6 this season and get back to Wembley?
Well, if we did go up, we'll have to spend a hell lot of money to try to fit into that Premier League spotlight not Forest and Brentford are doing. But at the moment, I think this time last season I would take being like getting into the playoff spot. I would be happy with staying up, but like.
Is that what your aspiration for just staying up this season? Yeah. Do you think we've exceeded more than exceeded expectations this year?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you've got to give full credit to the players. We've got 4 games left, and we've got a big chance. We've got a big chance now of getting in the top 6, haven't we?
Yeah, I think the players that we've got, I think we can do. We've made do with them. I think we've had some tips and turns with like last minute. Conceded
late goals, haven't we?
But like still, like the players have been mint. Like Ballard, Clark's been all right. Some games.
Describe the goal today. I mean, it was a look. It looked like a worldie, didn't it? The way the ball from Clark, unbelievable ball. Diallo brought it down. He had 2 defenders around him, and he skinned the 2 of them, and brilliant finish, wasn't it?
It was great. Just to see like Clark ping it up. Diallo, so much to do. He's done well, like running, but still he's ran on, took a couple of plays, still went on and scored the back of the net.
What do you think of the game today, pal?
It was great.
What do you think of the goal, Diallo? What were you like when the ball went in? What were you like? You must have been jumping all over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's your favourite Sunderland player?
Diallo.
Will you be upset when he goes back to Man United? Or do you think he might stay another year?
I'm gonna be sad.
Nah, I think there's going to be a lot of grown-ups crying as well. I think it's going to be sad when he goes back. He's been brilliant, hasn't he? Definitely. Right. Anyway, lads, quickly, because I know your dad wants you to. Do you just believe that we're finishing the top? 4 games to go. We've got Huddersfield Tuesday. I said we've got to win the next 2 games. We've won one of them. Are you believing?
Yes.
Another trip to Wembley. Your dad's going to have to pull the money out for Wembley here.
Yes.
Start performer this afternoon, pal.
Diallo, and I think Clark done well.
Who was your favourite player today, mate?
Diallo and Clark.
Diallo and Clark. Right, cheers for your time. High five. Right, have a good night, all right. Take care, lads. All right, cheers. Lee Farrell, are you believing that Sunderland can finish in the playoffs with that victory this afternoon?
Well, Sean, this is what I'm going to be honest. We need to be level-headed. Focus on staying where we are now is probably where I think is best, really, because we shouldn't be pushing too far ahead. It's our first season back. Look at some teams that come back from League come up from League One, they come straight back down. So focus on what we're doing now. We'll just stay where we are.
So are you saying right, not to finish in the playoffs? Is that what you're saying?
I think if we go to the playoffs, we're getting too far ahead. We've got a team full of young'uns. They need experienced players, quality around them, just to help them motivate. If they do, we've got a lot of focusing to do and covering some little grey areas. We don't have the players to meet the playoffs yet.
Lee, you're not seriously suggesting that we don't finish in the top 6?
If we do, I'll bite my hand off tomorrow, Sean. I would.
So you want it, but you don't think it's right?
I don't think it's the right thing to do yet.
Lee, you take that when it comes at you. If you can get the playoffs, you take them. You take them.
I'll be buzzing if we did. Like.
But you're thinking that, I know you were basically saying you think it's too soon. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it is.
Why do you think it's too soon?
Well, it's just because obviously we're a team full of young lads. We need to get them experience. Yeah, again, today we've showed that we've got some young, hungry lads, fantastic players. But we don't know what can lie ahead next season.
But if we've got the Premier League, that's 150, 200 million revenue with the sales, Sky money, all this revenue, sponsorship deals. You can't snip at that. Speakman and Harvey will have better players to select from. They'll go abroad more, and you got to think of things like that.
We can do that. I think we could push the promotion. Our players are good enough, but are they enough to stay up? But yet again, that's when we do recruitment. But if you were to look at the recruitment in January, when we only had one striker on the books, Ross Stewart, we struggled bringing in players still. And it's happened for years where we have done.
Who do you think's at fault for that in there?
To be honest, I think what is, players don't want to come in the northeast because of the location.
You think that's what it is, the location?
That's what it is.
That's always been a problem, hasn't it?
It's
just the fishbowl of. I think it's Ken Phillips.
Like if you had the option, if you had the contract to play for, let's say, a team down London, or up here, you pick London. That's where the money is. That's where everyone wants to be. It's the city, it's the location.
I know what you're saying. So you're saying it's harder to get players, but then you look at the players we have. We're getting Diallo on loan, who's an absolute gem. You're getting Roberts, who looks quality at times. Clark is produced. I mean, some of these players
have took risks coming here and they've done fantastic. Really,
you think they took risks, and what do you mean by risks?
It's because some teams down around them, like in the woods, were after these players. Jack Clark had the option to go QPR or us in the summer, and he still rushed up here when he could.
Yes, but Jack Clark as well. He's had spells at Leeds and Spurs, and it hasn't really worked out.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so, he's came here. He's settled. He's fantastic.
And I think the fans love him, and I think he loves it. I think he actually loves it. But in the summer, have we got to be a bit worried by bids coming in for players like your Jack Clarks, Roberts? Obviously,
we do need to be a bit careful with that because we're playing fantastic. Some bigger teams will look at our players. Like I said, the young'uns teams are like within the past 3 years seen a lot of young players coming on the scenes. People's never heard of, and they're coming through.
What would you like to see Speakman and Harry do in the summer in regards to the squad? Would you like to see him bringing more experience? That were your messages.
A bit of more leadership, a bit more people who know how to take responsibility. But we also need more strikers because we've struggled for 2 years.
That's a must, isn't it?
2 years hardly strikers. We got promoted last season, luckily scraping by winning the playoffs with only just one fit striker.
I've got to see it. Do you know when people talk about that season last year? You look at the run we went on. I think we went on a 20-game.
Fantastic.
20 game, and that was just to finish in a 6th place.
Yeah, 6th
and it went the last game of the season. So people see about that being a thing. That was unbelievable job by Alex Neil. I know people hate him now, but the job he did.
When people are saying about the Alex Neil thing, I don't take pity on Alex Neil. Yeah, he left us in the dirt, but yet again, though, he's brought these players in who's done well for us now. They show a bit of gratefulness.
Well, see, I'm grateful for the fact that he got promoted, but the way he left was a bit.
Yeah, it was sour.
It was smelly, bit smelly, wasn't it?
Yeah,
bit smelly.
Yeah, snakish and all that. He said he was going to go. He said he was going to go bigger club, went to Stoke City.
Anyway, on to the game, because we've been gone on a while here, but the Diallo goal, that was a special moment, wasn't it?
That was fantastic. I saw it leave his boot, I was like, that's it, and that I was ready to celebrate before he went back to the net, so it was
his little shimmy was someone else, man. He just left the two defenders, didn't he?
And to be honest, right, he's been bombarded left, right, centre of the pitch. I think he just only started that little bit of stress in that shot.
Was it
fantastic.
Was it a little bit nervy at the end? I come out 82. I didn't want to leave because I've got to set this equipment up, and I didn't come into 35 minutes. But I was thinking, oh God, I didn't want to leave here because it's going to be. There's always been late goals when I leave. But was there any nervy moments or not?
Well, the thing is, when it was near the end, I did question because we started sitting back. We put players like Ekwa on. Ekwa, the last game when he came on near the end, he conceded the penalty. I was stressed. Yeah, again, it's because he's young, no leadership, no quality yet.
Right, Lee, where will Sunderland finish come end of the season on the 46th game?
I'll take 8th or 9th.
Yeah, for now. You're happy with that?
I'll be happy with that, but if we get playoffs, Sean,
you'll be absolutely buzzing.
I'll be buzzing.
Right, say your time, Lee. All right, son. Nice to see you. Sunderland have seen the game out. Finally, we didn't concede a late goal. We are now 1 point of a top 6 finish. How's that feel, CJ?
I like to be a bit optimistic about that, but annoyingly, the teams around us all bloody won today.
Well, they did. I mean, I think they Coventry on because.
Yep, they've won.
Aye.
So did Millwall.
I know, but I think they're going to finish 5th anyway. I think that 6th place is up. There's the one we're trying
It just depends on how Blackburn play this evening as well.
They've got a game in hand, haven't they? Are them at home tonight or not?
They're at home to Hull.
Oh, Jesus. They might win that, mightn't they? Yeah. But look at the goal difference as well, CJ. The goal difference, I was checking that out. All the teams around us, we've got a better goal difference than just pretty much everybody. That could be a factor. So going to the last game of the season, at Preston away, that could be a factor.
It could actually. It could. The teams around us, if they get any results against them, we could snatch that.
That's what I mean. We could still snatch 5th, really. It was Millwall. I mean, if I've never, I need to check. I need to look at this and scrutinise it. But now the other teams, the games they've got, I'll have to check that. But we could still finish 5th. But I said we'll have to win the last 4 games. We're still. I think we'll have to win the last 4 games.
We have to win. We have to win.
Everyone.
We have to win a home against Huddersfield on Tuesday.
Yeah, that's a must.
But the thing is, Huddersfield, I would have said that we would have won this match if Warnock had not been their manager. But the thing is, Huddersfield will be up for this with Warnock.
The will in a sense, but he's a good manager as well. That could be the
factor behind it.
It's going to be a hard game, because he's a good manager, and like you say, but we've got to be optimistic. I think are they safe now or not? They've climbed out with that.
They've still got something to play for.
Aye, but I'm sure Michael Huddersfield's not mathematically safe for that or not. Huddersfield.
1 second, I'll have a look. They are. No, they're not. They're 1 point above the bottom 3 still.
I was hoping they're going to be safe, so they've got
to be fair, Swansea beat them, so we should be.
Like Michael said, we should be beating them at home, but it's just our home form is a little bit sometimes sketchy, isn't it?
We seem to play better when we play it away.
But I've just been saying to Dave Punch on there, our away form, I believe, we were the 5th best team away from home, and that tells that speaks. Next season, regardless of what division we're in, we need to improve at the Stadium Light.
I do think that next season, Mowbray has to be backed.
He has to be backed? Yeah, well, he's got to be backed. I mean, I keep on saying about Mowbray and this, that and the other, and I'm not sure what they're going to do in the summer, but I think to be fair, I think he's going to be here next season, isn't he? Tony Mowbray, regardless of what.
I think he's got, because the players that we bought were mainly bought under, when
Alex Neil
when he was here.
Stuart Harvey and Speakman bring the players in. Tony Mowbray can suggest certain players, but they are the finalists here. That's the model we've got.
I was discussing this with I know under the regime he wants to bring in more young, attractive players, but I was discussing this with Michael yesterday that there's going to be like a few freebies on from Championship clubs.
Yes, there will be.
Next season.
I just want to come with the people on about the model at Sunderland. Yeah. Now, are you happy with the model at Sunderland? Yes or no? Yes or no?
I'm balancing more towards yes, but I think the jury's coming back.
So that said, I was going to bring this up. The Jack Clarks and all these players who play really well this season, and Roberts, there's going to be teams sniffing around them. You're happy with the model? So, if we sell these players in the summer, then you've got to be happy with that as well.
Yeah,
that's the way it is.
I was discussing this with Bowers. I was also discussing this with you yesterday. We should try and get someone like Carvalho in on loan next season.
Yeah.
From Liverpool.
Best moment in the, and there will be a few players we'll be linked with from the summer. TJ, to be fair.
I've got to say, that wonder goal from Ahmad.
I was going to say, I was on top of the goal, but did you? I mean, it was a fantastic goal, wasn't it? Loads of space, lads. You all right?
But the only thing is, the only letdown about that game was just like the sending off. Yeah. I don't think. I was discussing with Paul here that I don't think one of them was actually a yellow at all.
The first second one in the 16 minutes, I didn't see that. I didn't get it the 35. So, the second one, a lot of people said that it was a yellow card. He stopped them. So, 2 yellows, it's a sending off.
Means that we're going to have to play with 09 at centre back in that game.
09 at left back, Danny Batten and Try.
It'll be Human. I think it'll be Human Gooch and full back again.
Bart
and 09 and centre back.
So, CJ, quickly then, can we finish in the top 6? Yes or no?
I'm going to say, I don't want to. I'm going to say be a bit on the fence here and just say we're going to finish. I'll be satisfied if we just finish in the top half. Yeah. I'm thinking 7th.
Even if we just slip out, even if we don't finish in the top 6, it's been a good. I mean, we've spent 4 years in League One. You've got to look at that and think, well, we've done really well.
Like after I said after the
regardless.
I think I said after the Luton game, I wouldn't be too disappointed if we didn't finish in it. I mean, I'm happy if we finish anywhere between 7th and 9th.
If you had to rate Sunderland's season out of 10, what would it be, CJ?
7.5.
Right. Cheers for your time, CJ.
Thank you very much.
Right, take care, buddy. All right. Thank you.